In March of 2022, Spring Valley Academy took a mission trip to Kenya. There were almost 75 of us that boarded the planes and headed to Kenya. A large group of teachers and parents, students. Some of them are sitting right here, and I know some of the parents are in the room as well. 75 of us decided to go on a mission trip to Kenya, and it was life-changing. So our large group, when we got to Kenya, just real quick, we were divided into 5 groups. We had a construction group, a medical group, a dental group, a VBS group, and I was a part of the water filtration group. There were about 15 of us, and every morning we would load our 2 Jeeps or Range Rovers with these beauties right here, these white buckets, and we would set out for the day, and we would literally bounce from village to village, delivering these life-changing buckets here, holding tight to the buckets so we wouldn't lose them as we were heading through the bush. But I will never forget the very first village on that Monday morning, the very first day that we set out. I'll never forget that very first experience with these buckets. We pulled into the village. It was more like a field. There were some trees. We parked the 2 Range Rovers under the trees. And normally when we got to an area, the children were the first to see us. And they would come running and greet us. And our translator would say something to them in their language, and off they would go. They would run as fast as their little feet could take them. And we would joke around and we'd say, you know, there goes our text message to the village, letting them know that we're here. And within minutes, honestly, people would start walking from all directions, descending on our group. And they would surround our little station that we had, and we would put the star of the show in the center, and we would fill the bucket with water from their local water source. And I'll tell you what, you would probably not water your plants with the water that we would have in this bucket, but yet every single day, that's the water that they drink. That's the water that these precious little children would drink. And so they would sit just like this, and we'd have a crowd, 40, 50, 60 people surrounding us, and we would go through the little demonstration, and water would come out of that bucket and fill one of the glass containers with crystal clear, sparkling water. And I wish I could describe to you the look on their face and just the sheer awe of seeing what was coming out of that bucket. And to be honest, several would come up and actually look in the bucket to make sure we weren't pulling a prank on them. It was just amazing to see the joy and the kids that would come up and gimme. And I'll tell you how good these filters are. Several of the people, they would drink the water and taste it, and we'd ask them, how's it taste? And they would, a couple of them weren't quite sure. They said, you took all the flavor out. And I think that's the sign of a really good filter. Yes. So it's just amazing. So in those 5 days, we distributed 500 of these white buckets. 500 buckets, 500 water filters to 500 families. And what's so cool is to think about right now, there are thousands of people that are drinking crystal clear, tasteless water, free of cow feces, free of cow urine, free of dirt and debris, free of parasites, free of all the bad stuff. And what's left is only the good stuff, pure water. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do in contributing to purchase and support this great ministry, RipplAffect. Every dollar that you spend, every filter that you purchase, literally saves people's lives. And so I want to thank you for that and ask that you would just continue to support this ministry, not only tonight, but continue to support RipplAffect and the great plans that it has for this year and for next. Spring Valley, 2025, we're going back to Kenya, and we're going to take 1,000 more, okay? 1,000 more buckets. So thank you so much for your support. God bless you. You guys are amazing, and we look forward to seeing just what RipplAffect can continue to do in this world. Thank you. God bless.